Hey folks, it's Mike and Angel with Retro RV Recon.
Good morning. We're coming to you today from this beautiful Lake Jeff Davis.
It's a beautiful lake right outside of Prentiss, Mississippi.
It's so peaceful and quiet here.
It really is. Hang on, we're going to do the campground drive-through.
During the campground drive-through, we're going to share with you some of the things that we've done in our stay here in the area.
And after that, we're going to do the site walk-around.
And we do this for every campground, every site, every time. Here we go.
Coming from Prentiss,
Mississippi.
Yeah, Prentiss, Mississippi. Here's Jeff Davis Lake, according to the sign.
Campground drive-through.
Yeah, all that. Yeah. We're going to do the campground drive-through. This is the approach to the campground.
Yeah. It's such a nice campground, Michael.
Boy, you're not lying.
I think it's the most quiet one we've ever stayed in.
I think it is. I think it is the most quiet and peaceful.
If you want some R&R, it's a perfect place to go because you're definitely going to get it here. It's Longleaf
Trace, which is an old railed system that they turned into a bike path.
Mm-hmm. We're going to share some footage of that because we enjoyed that trail.
So right here's the entrance. And I'm going to tell you, if you come in here at night, it's going to look like you're about to drive into the lake.
Yeah. Gave Angel a scare.
Yeah, you might give your passenger a little scare.
Lake Jeff Davis. Here we go. Campground drive-through. Right off the bat, you have this huge, what do we call this?
We call this a lake. Look at this.
Or is he waiting on us?
No, he's not waiting on us. This is a beautiful campground. It really is. It is so well maintained.
A beautiful park. And
clean and picked up. Mm-hmm. And all by one guy. We met the manager a little while ago. His name is Richard.
Yep, Mr. Richard.
So he pretty much oversees the whole thing. That I told him, I said, y'all do a great job. He goes, ain't no y'all. I'm the y'all. So one person. Yeah, one guy handles all this stuff.
Yeah, he does a really good job.
So this is the day use area.
Mm-hmm. The wow factor is what I was trying to think of earlier when we first pulled in, because the payoff is right there, the big lake.
I'll tell you what, this is really nice.
It is so peaceful. I just can't get over how quiet it is here.
We were here early Friday morning, mm-hmm. and we haven't seen any new campers pulled in.
No, there's only 5 campers here the whole time we've been here.
We're one of 5.
We think it's because people don't know about it, so we're happy to share it and show it off.
Yep, and that's what we do. We come on here, we do some kind of recon.
That's right.
We have seen people fishing out here. There's a lot of folks come out here and they park on the side right here and they do a little bit of fishing.
They do limit things like skiing and stuff like that to certain days. And I think they really, it's a fishing lake, right? They really show off the fishing.
They only allow skiing on certain days.
Yeah.
And it's not very much. I mean, really.
Not on the weekends.
Yeah, it's not on the weekends. And there's no alcohol out here.
Yep, no alcohol.
And that's the reservoir right there. Mm-hmm. Right behind the reservoir is a bike trail.
Mm-hmm. It's the connection trail that goes over to Longleaf.
Yep.
Which that bike trail is 44 miles. But
pull us up.
We did it, and there you can see right where you get to it. I think it's 1 mile till you get to Longleaf. Is that what it was? It's a real short little ride.
There it is.
But the trail goes down below, behind the reservoir. But like I said, more about that later. There it is, 1.3 miles.
Yep.
Till you get to the Longleaf. So if you're wanting to do that bike trail, this is a place to stay.
Yeah.
Right?
It's and that trail's fun too.
It is so fun. Well, it's fun on an electric bike. I don't know if it would be fun on a mountain bike, but maybe for people more fit than us, Michael. They'd love it.
The only thing I need to be fit on that electric bike is my wrist. Make sure that throttle button works.
But let me tell you what, once you get to Longleaf, it's just straight and flat.
It is.
So, if you're a family with children, once you connect to the Longleaf. It's a real easy ride from there.
Oh, that's the Longleaf going into Prentiss.
We actually did that.
We did.
We'll share some footage with you.
Yep.
Of that.
All right, this is where the connection trail meets the Longleaf Trace.
Some good information on this side.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it points to Jeff Davis Lake. But look how pretty this is.
Oh yeah, check that out.
So we just came 1.3 miles.
Yep, we sure did.
And then now we're on the Longleaf Trail. This is the Longleaf Trail right here. And you can see in both directions how flat it is, right?
Yep. Look at that.
Aim back here.
Okay.
So you could just get a feel for it. So Prentiss, 2.1 miles. If you go that way, is that Bassfield or Basefield?
I don't know.
Think that's another deer?
No. A little bit bigger than a rabbit, though.
So the next nearest town, other than Prentiss, 8.8 miles in the other direction.
Yep, check that out.
And this whole trail is 44 miles. And Prentiss is either the beginning or the end, depending on which direction you're going to go.
It's definitely the northern terminus.
Yes, so we're going to Prentiss.
Yeah, and that look how pretty that is. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit.
It used to be a railroad through here.
Look how picturesque that is. Could you imagine back in the day a train coming through here?
Especially with the leaves starting to change.
Yeah, I bet the engineers really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to turn back around this way. Prentiss, here we come.
Mile 42, almost there. Give me a woohoo. Yay. 43. So now we're going into Prentiss. There's another waterway. Let me just show you. Sorry about the leaves on the ground. Okay, right here is where we left the campground and joined the Longleaf Trace.
The yellow road.
Okay, so this was 1.3 miles. Then we got on this one. It was probably around mile marker 42 of the Longleaf Trace, which is 44 miles. And then came all the way into right here, which is where we are. The Longleaf Trailhead, which is, we're going to show you that.
That's a really cool map of Prentiss,
yeah, that's the whole city, so it's really cool.
Yep.
A little bit of history there.
So yeah, let me pan around, give you kind of a quick shot of the whole area after I get out of those crunchy leaves.
It's really nice. It's shady, a good spot to stop and rest.
It's a little exercise or a stretching area. Pavilion.
So you could start here and go in the other direction, 44 miles, or you can do like we did.
Yep.
Camp at Jeff Davis Campground.
Yep.
and take 1.3 miles to connect to Longleaf, and then come all the way 3 miles to Prentiss.
Yeah. And this is provided by, in the memory of Prentiss Webb and Effie McGee Berry, the founders of the town of Prentiss.
Rails to Trails. Because there's a lot of that. We have one of those in Louisiana.
Here's a little building where they have bathrooms and a soda machine.
And water.
Yeah, and water. We found the bathrooms are not open, not accessible.
Yeah. They've been locked. Maybe it's a seasonal thing, I guess.
Yeah, maybe so.
But the coolest thing that Michael discovered.
Yeah, tell you what, baby. You record,
you gonna point it out?
And I'll point it all out. So when you come over here after a long trip, you can set your bike up on these things right here. And they have little tools. If you need to make repairs to your bike, Allen fittings, wrenches, and a large wrench, Phillips screwdriver, flathead screwdriver, and a tire pump right here.
There for your tire.
See, it hangs this way.
Just put it right there in your tire.
That's it.
That's really cool and thoughtful, right?
It is very cool.
And there's this pretty gazebo.
Yep.
There's a bigger one in the distance. I don't know if you can see it through the doorway.
It is.
The town of Prentiss.
But this is pretty cool. The northern terminus of the Longleaf Trace.
Let me get the sign over here. Carolyn McCraney Gateway Trailhead. There we go.
The bike trail itself is really well maintained.
It is. It's very beautiful.
Maybe Mr. Richard handles all that.
Maybe so. You had a couple water crossings. There's a creek, a couple little creeks, bridges, and we'll show you some of that.
Yeah.
And a couple of main highways, but you know, it's all clearly marked for bikes crossing.
And
trail crossing. Straight
down there, that's the trail.
Yep. Benches and rest everywhere.
It goes south all the way to Hattiesburg.
Did you see our camper in the background?
No, I didn't. It's kind of far off in the shadows too.
It's back there.
So this is the day use area. That's it. Yep. This, if we hadn't said it before, this is a small campground.
It is.
And I think there are 13 sites. And if if you look out to the right there, you see that little power panel?
Yeah.
Richard did tell me that if those 13 sites are full, there are 2 more sites over here that he could use as an overflow.
So that's the overflow.
Yeah,
okay, well that's where the 13th one is then.
Yeah, that must be it.
Because on the loop where we are, there's 12.
He said he tries not. He's never had to do that before, but if he had to, he would.
Yeah. Well, maybe after this video, things will pick up for him because it's so beautiful here.
It is.
The one thing about it, though, is you can't reserve it in advance, right? It's first come, first serve. However, we got here and someone was in the spot that we're in, but when they pulled out, we just went over there to where they were.
Yep.
In site 1 and got what we think is the prettiest site in the loop.
And it's well worth it. You'll see that to the site walk around.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And like we said, it's just one loop. There is a bathhouse back here.
Yeah, there's a bathhouse when you first come in. We should have pointed that out immediately. That's a little office. So when Mr. Richard is
passed it
here,
already.
Yeah, if he is here, that's where he's at. And there's a bathroom with no shower in it, but there's
it's for the day
2 bathrooms.
For the day use area. It's really pretty though. It's a newer building.
You know what I forgot to point out when we pulled in? Right when we pull in, I was making a comment about the you might go off into the water at night. Right on the right side that's the dump station.
Yeah.
It is hardly anything to it.
Yeah.
And
we had a hard time finding it.
Yeah, we did. But there is one. Mm-hmm. So we're going to stay right and we'll try and just work with this. There are no maps to use.
No, but we do know the site numbers because they're on the electric poles.
Yeah,
so the one straight ahead that you just saw behind the sign.
Right to the left side of this one-way sign, is site 9.
9.
And off to the right, you'll see the bathhouse.
Mm-hmm. Which is nice.
Yeah,
it needs
updating. I mean,
a good paint job would do it, but it's
not very pretty, but it is clean.
It's got a nice shower, real nice shower. A couple stalls and a real nice shower.
And behind the bathhouse is a nature trail.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't been on that nature trail.
We went in a little ways just to look at it. They have the trees all marked.
I got to show them site 12.
Okay.
I got to turn in.
Yep. Here's site 12. You see from up here, you will have a view of the lake. Right?
Yeah, let me back up here.
It's beautiful.
Okay, right now my truck is, the cab is right in the middle of the road. So that's site 12. They're relatively level.
That's a nice long one too.
Yeah, that's a nice long one, but it looks like it might be kind of tough to get in. So right now we're backed up to the bathhouse, and I'm gonna pan real quick.
Yeah, it's a real short walk from any site to the bathhouse.
That van is the furthest to the south. That's site 8, and you can see our camper is site number 1, which is right there.
Yeah, a retro.
So yeah, it's really small. It's really small.
It's just one loop and 12 sites, and then there's an overflow on the other side of the campground. But
yep.
And electric and water only, we should say. There is a primitive area for tent campers. There's no water and electricity there, but it's kind of up on the hill, I think.
Yeah.
That's what they said. But y'all, this is so nice back here.
So this van is in site 8. And on the right side, the site numbers go down. So the next one is 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 0. I'm at 2, 1.
They all have picnic tables and garbage cans, which I think is really nice.
And probably this truck making this campground drive-through is the most traffic it has seen today.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't see any traffic at all through this campground.
These people have 2 big dogs.
So site 7 is empty.
Yeah.
And this one, I guess, is site 5.
Site 6.
No,
site 6. Look right there.
Oh, 6. Okay.
Yeah.
And then the next empty one is site 5.
Should be 5.
Yeah.
Yep. And then there's site 4. And the Pioneer is in site 3.
We haven't seen anybody in that camper, have we, babe? The whole time we've been here.
And this gentleman next to us in the tent, he's fishing.
Yep. He probably doesn't know his tent flipped over like that.
It's pretty breezy out here. And there's the retro. I'll tell you what, I'm going to give us all a better view of it here in just a second.
We're not calling out the ones on the inside.
You know what I'm going to do, though? I'm going to pull into site number 9.
Okay.
And then we can, I'll turn around so we can show the inside.
Okay.
How about that?
We actually, when we got here, site 1 was taken with a truck camper. Did we say that yet? And so we parked in site 9, waiting until the truck camper left, and then we went over there and snagged site 1.
I set up a little chair about, maybe 5 or 6 feet away from where they were, and kept looking at my watch.
Yeah.
And I would look at my watch and look at them and go, no rush.
Anyway, they're not reservable, so we just... But I think even site 9 was a good site. It had a beautiful
so that's
view.
site 9, straight ahead.
Yep.
And that's site 10 right there. And then site 11 is to the left of that one.
And they're up high, so you still have a view of the water, But
I'm going to swing wide.
So according to this, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We did that. Remember we walked down there? We'll share that with them.
Yeah.
So we could show off the sites on the water.
This is where the water sites begin.
There's only 5.
Yeah, only 5 sites that back up to the lake. And here's the view they have. And I'm going to turn all the way to the camper, to all the campers. You see our red one coming in.
Red mark.
And you have that one. And then you see that Class A right there. All right, we're going to walk you down just along the bank. Beautiful trees.
Lots of shade and grass.
We got here last night after dark. This is Friday. It's Friday afternoon. It has been this quiet all day.
It's so peaceful.
There have been us and 3 other campers here all day long.
Look how pretty this grass is.
Hey, baby.
Yeah.
I bet they got some sacalea up in there.
We got something because we've been seeing those bass boats on the lake a little bit.
You can't go swimming here. No alcohol is allowed here. And you cannot reserve the spots.
We're going to talk about that in a while. The water's very clear though.
So anyway, hang out. We're going to go do that site walk around in just a minute. All right, folks, site walk around. Site number 1. Right here is your typical setup for all the sites over here. And as you can see, it's a 20, 30, and 50. Sometimes they have wasp nests in here, but most folks, you already know that. As you can see, that's the neighboring site right there. The fellow's tent blew over. And there's our beautiful view. I'll walk out to the road. Look at that site. Look at that site right there. Oh, wait a minute. It's been real quiet. I forgot to mention in the campground drive-thru that if Mr. Richard isn't here, that's the manager, that there's an honor box to make your payments for your weekend. At the time of this video, it's $22 a night. Look at this beautiful view. It has been nothing but unbelievably quiet and peaceful. Look at that. Site number 1. It appears we have the only fire ring. I didn't see any other ones. We don't have a grill. I don't believe any of the sites have a grill with the exception of that one right there. You see somebody brought it, broke it, and left it. Let me come out here a little bit. Give you another angle. Like that. I got home one afternoon and Angel mentioned this place. Lake Jeff Davis. Looked into it a little bit, and one thing that we weren't too wild about was you cannot reserve these spots. We figured we'd go out on a limb and give it a try. And we've done that before. So far, it's worked out for us. This time, it has worked out well beyond our benefit. This is probably one of the nicest campgrounds we've been in. The site, nice and level. The inside, the sites inside the loop, they are not as level front to back as you would think they would be. Man, it's just quiet. Try not to get too much wind noise in this. Hang on, I gotta show you something. This is right here. Everybody that's got a lake site, which is going to be sites 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is kind of a green space for everybody. Gosh, that wind isn't too bad. I'm sure it is. I ain't even gonna say it. Yeah, we came out here and took some photos. Had the moon coming up over the tree line. Oh, that way, right around there. Took some cool photos at the area. It's just an unbelievably beautiful place to go camping. If they don't have the grills here. Bring you a grill, and you can just have the most relaxing weekend you could imagine. share this with people that think they might take a chance, come out here. Maybe they don't live too far. From what we understand from Mr. Richard, this place is hardly ever full, and you can almost always find a decent campground over here. So share this with your friends. And that's what we do, you know. We come out here, we find these places, we put it on video so y'all can see it, get a good idea. And if you haven't before, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. You get all the information when we get a new campground. Well, maybe you like it, maybe you don't, but then you'll know. But how can you not like this one?
We've been watching the baby ducks out on the water.
I've been watching the fire and the ducks.
I have a question.
Yes, my love.
No, for our viewers.
They're saying yes, Angel.
They might be saying yes, my love. I have a question for our viewers. Do y'all wait till it's dark to start your fire?
Nope, not us.
And also, do you buy firewood or you just scrounge around?
Until you find a 80-pound log that the husband has to lug over here.
It's going to last us all night. Look at it.
I know it is.
We didn't spend a penny on that firewood.
Nope.
You want to tell them your little tip about, here, let me get back on you. Tell them your little tip about starting a campfire.
I get one of the smallest bags of matchlight, throw it at the bottom.
Matchlight coals?
Yeah, the coals.
Okay.
I throw wood on top of that and fire it up.
Yep. That's the trick.
And then I don't have to worry about paper towels or kindling. It stays hot and it stays lit.
So for $5 and scrounging around the area for wood, there you go.
Damp wood.
Yep, and it lasts a long time too.
Yep.
And those coals are warm, so even when the wood's burned out, you're gonna have a nice bed of coals under there.
And FYI, in Mississippi, if there's a burn ban, you can burn charcoals in a burn pit.
Oh yeah, that's true. So even with a burn ban.
Yep, you can absolutely burn charcoals in a burn pit like this.
Yep, of course you would.
During a burn ban.
Yep.
So
because the ash is what they're worried about.
That's right. If there's a burn ban in the county you're in, and just go to your local Piggle Wiggle and get you about 4 or 5 of them big sacks of coals.
Yep.
It'll be all right.
Yep, and we had a ranger tell us that was safe.
That's right. And people that don't know you can do that will report you.
Yeah, they will, because they'll see the smoke.
Us.
They see the smoke. But the ranger came down and checked it out, not here, but at a different camping trip.
No burn ban. Look at them, they got a fire going.
That was a different camping trip.
Yeah,
anyway.
That wasn't this part.
All right, there you go. That's your tip, your camping tip from Mike.
We'll finish off with this relaxing view right here. Happy trails and happy camping. Hey folks, it's Mike and Angel with Retro RV Recon.
Good morning. We're coming to you today from this beautiful
we don't know where we are. Are you ready, baby?
It's running?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Here we go.
Lake Jeff Davis. Okay. This does feel more natural though, because I can do my Van White thing.
Yeah, you can.
Lake Jeff Davis.
It's all about the green, baby.
Greens go. Come on.
It's all about the green. Okay, you ready?
That makes it money, but it's not. It's not about the green. It's about the blessings in life.
I know. Life is a green. Go.
Let's do it. Out of Prentiss, Mississippi. Prentiss? What's his name?
Prentiss.
Prentiss. Sound like you said princess.
It's right outside of Prentiss,
It's
Mississippi.
not princess. It's Prentiss.
It's right outside of the Apprentice of Mississippi.
No, let's not mention The Apprentice.
Oh, I wasn't even thinking of
Oh,
that.
don't do that. It's
All right.
debating or watching this.
We cut up so much during these things. So much. Anyway,
We're just having fun camping. We're just having fun.
anyway, look at
I
this.
mean, look. How could
What
you,
else? What else could we be doing?
How could you be in a bad mood at a place like this?
Jamming
It's
potato
beautiful.
chips down my gullet at the
Watching
house.
football at home on the
sofa.
couch.
Get off the couch.
It's good.
I like that one too, babe.
I'm gonna try from the other side of the lake.
That's badass. Badass, baby.
Yes, why not? Badass.
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 There's a river that runs both ways, and the cypress